Hi, I'm Raman from Startup Backyard Creators.
Oh, you went mute somehow. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh, uh-oh.
So yeah,
Okay.
this is a problem we are going to solve. So
Yes.
we just now saw the bit of agitation. When I'm speaking, you could not hear us. Imagine there's a millions of children around the world. When we are speaking, they could not hear what we are saying. We are backyard creators. We are aspired to remove silence in their life. So meet Mr. Thiru and Sundar. They both are brothers from a same family, affected since birth with congenital hearing loss. So not just them, globally, nearly 500 million people were affected by some degree of hearing loss. Among them, over 70 million children were affected with the congenital hearing loss. In the medical term, severe and profound hearing loss. For them, there existing only one solution is hearing aid implantation. In a hearing aid implantation, they need to do an open skull surgery and they need to place a magnified electrode inside the skull to enable hearing. It has many disadvantages. Mainly, it requires a high risk open skull surgery, which is not a 100% success rate. And they must done an implant within 8 years to avoid a language development. And they're not able to take an MRI for a lifetime. Mainly the high cost of implantation, which exists up to $15,000. So with the aim to help these patients, we have inverted an impulse. No more parents need to drill their children's skull for hearing. We are completely avoiding an implantation surgery for by birth and congenital hearing loss patients. And it suits for all ages. There is no restrictions while using our device. They can still take a life-saving diagnosis devices such as MRI, and they can use electronic devices such as smartphone. At last, our device is extremely cost-effective. Our early prototype has shown that it's cost little under a $900, which is 10% cost of a traditional hearing aid implants. So here is our solution Impulse. We are working on our patented technology. It uses a transcranial magnetic stimulation where we are giving an electromagnetic stimulation directly to the cochlea, which activating the sensory neurons of the cochlea. By doing that, we are making the people to hear without having the implantation surgery. So this is how our end product should look like. We need to stick our product behind the ear like this. So our technology has been validated and certified by a various primary stakeholders. We have successfully piloted with over 50 plus people by a study called CAP, which is framed by a medical expertise like ENT doctor and audiologist, and with many of our primary stakeholders like audiologist and ENT doctor. And here is our regulatory and certification pathways, which we are going to work. Our traction, we have a 2 patent for our hearing aid technology, which is India origin with PCT. We are backed by a various grants for our research and development, and our research work has been also awarded and certified by the Japanese government. Here is our competitor analysis. Our main competitive advantage is providing a non-surgical solution at zero restriction at a very affordable cost, which suit for all ages. Our market opportunity. So globally, over 466 million people were affected by some degree of hearing loss. Among them, over 70 million people require a hearing aid implant to treat their hearing loss, but less than 10% has get treated so far because of high risk and cost associated with an existing solution. It clearly shows a huge need for an alternate solution. So here is our go-to-market strategy. We are going to follow B2B2C to a medical institution, hospital, and ENT clinics. And here is our multiple revenue streams like product sales, licensing a technology at multiple use cases, a speech therapy app subscription. So our target audience, our champion customers are doctor, hospital, and ENT clinics, and our customer segments are by birth and congenital hearing loss patients. So we are required a fund of $250,000 to convert our POC to beta product. The major fund usage going to be on an industrial design, a long-term clinical validation, and an expansion of our team. Here is our detailed fund usage, which we are going to utilize. And here is our product timeline. We are in the stage of POC. We have proved the technology with the people that we can make the people to hear without having the implantation surgery. Here is our product timeline for next 12 months based on the milestones. Our team, we are Raman and Lakshman, a twin co-founder, come up with an expertise of acoustic sound processing and then a sensory stimulation. And here is our core team, Mr. Sriraman, who is a biomedical scientist, and Mr. Prashant Goyal, who is a finance and business person, and Dr. Stuart Grazian, who is a 10 years experience in ENT and audiology, and Ms. Avantika Sharma. So here is our group of advisors with a strong experience in clinical, research, scientific, and finance. Here is a photo while we are giving demonstration to a head of World Health Organization, Miss Louise. She told that impulse will bring the harmony of sound for the millions of children around the world. And here is a photo for our recent clinical study which we have piloted. So as we said, we have successfully piloted with 50 plus children. They can able to hear through our device without having the implantation surgery for a first time from their birth. So here is a video demonstration of our product. So you may notice the children tell book from the birth, he doesn't hear a single word and also he doesn't speak. While using our device for a first time from their birth, we are enable them to hear through our device, and also on providing a continuous speech therapy to them, we are also enable them to speak. So this is how we are impacting the people life, and also like we are make them hear without having the implantation surgery, and we are improving their learning ability by providing a continuous speech therapy also. So as a company, we are come up with a vision of to create a to Z solution on a hearing care. So we are a company doing a hearing care as a service. So here is our few portfolio solution which is in a pipeline. So we are not only going to address the congenital and by birth hearing loss, we are also going to address the partially hearing loss. Partially hearing loss in the term of the patient who acquired the hearing loss because of accident or aging. So here is our indigenous BT device to address the partially hearing loss. And one of our other solution is a Beta. Beta is a handheld hearing diagnosis device to do the confirmatory hearing diagnosis test by a PTA and an otoscope. PTA to identify the degree of hearing loss, and otoscope to identify the infection of a tympanic membrane. So thank you. Open the floor for questions.